Welcome back. All right, so another news of the day video for all you fine people for your Wednesday. Just starting at the bottom of the board with this one, Slafkovsky's been suspended by the National Hockey League for 2 games for the incident involving Matt Luff last night. Luff is out 10 to 12 weeks and is having surgery tomorrow. I'm guessing shoulder, right? So it's upper body injury, and it's bad. Lalone said it was bad. Turns out it is. It's 10 to 12 weeks, and this is after yesterday. They revealed Zadina was going to be out for 6 weeks. So for Detroit, they're going through some injury issues currently, and so we'll see how that all plays out for them. But all the best to Luff, and hopefully he's back in the 10-week range and not the 12-week range. Waiver wire news today seems substantial because there's a pretty decently big name on the board here in that Nikita Zaitsev's been waived by the Ottawa Senators. It's something that's been talked about in years past, and I remember one point Toronto discussion would Toronto waive him. So Ottawa's waived him. They've also waived Hellberg. Makes sense. Talbot is back, and they also have Forsberg, so you don't want to carry 3 goaltenders. Hellberg could get picked up on waivers. I could see that happening. There are teams that could use a goaltender. It's possible. That being said, waiver wire is very unpredictable. DJ Smith, with Ottawa News as well, is very much of the mind that Ottawa's playing well. And what's frustrating him is he thinks they're playing better than they did last year, but they're not getting the results. This does happen. The trick is to make sure that teams stay in good habits. They don't get too frustrated and try to do too much by themselves. Just stick with it. And if you're right and your team's playing the right way, eventually the puck should start going in. Results should start to work in your favor. And of course, for DJ Smith, the frustration also has to be because since there's pressure on the Senators this year to make the playoffs, that it could reflect on his job. And so, if you're DJ Smith, you don't want to lose your job, and it has to be frustrating knowing that that's a potential thing that could happen when the team's actually playing pretty well. So we'll see how things go with Ottawa from here. But waiving Zaitsev and Hellberg is just, it's basically a move being made. I don't think Zaitsev gets taken. Same as I don't think anybody picks up Mike Riley from Boston. To paraphrase what I see a lot of people saying online, he's a decent enough defenseman, but that price tag, no thanks. And I think that's why he cleared earlier this year. I would expect Riley to clear. It doesn't necessarily mean he's getting sent to the minors. It may just be a move that they're making so they can send him to the AHL paper-wise here and there, while he may actually stay with the Boston Bruins. Again, teams are trying to accrue cap space and all this, and that's why you have capologists. Capologists are in charge of all this, and that's up to them. Kudos to them for being able to keep all of this stuff straight. Kirill Kaprizov has been fined $5,000 for roughing on Doughty. It looked like it was a high stick, but it was a glove that hits Doughty. He got thrown out of that game. I believe it was Mike Johnson that was the color announcer that said he believed it would have been he believed it should have been a 5-minute major, rather than being a game and a match penalty. So Kaprizov gets the $5,000. That's of course a slap on the wrist and a don't do it again or you get suspended next time kind of thing. So I wouldn't think this should be an issue for Kaprizov going forward. He's not really a dirty player, so it should be something that we don't have to worry about later on. Matt Murray, last bit of news here, could play this weekend for Toronto. Toronto, of course, relying on Källgren until Murray comes back. And then the question, of course, with Murray is, how's his play going to be after so much time off? And he's looking for that bounce-back season himself. So for Toronto, who are playing well, and they played well last night against Vegas. They just could not get the 2 points because Vegas, in third periods and overtime, they're unstoppable, and that's just how that works this year. But if Murray's back this weekend, that would definitely help. Allows Petruzzelli then to go back down to the minors. But, again, for Petruzzelli, good on him for getting an NHL contract out of this. And it was a really good video that was posted to social media of him being told he had an NHL contract, and the way that his teammates reacted, you could tell he's a very popular guy in the locker room. So good on him, and good on the Leafs for doing so, even though it's out of necessity. But hey, good on him. And all the best to Matt Murray should he return this weekend. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for all your support. It means a lot. And if you haven't already hit like and subscribe, do it. Just do it. Just do it, and I'll thank you later. Or I could thank you now. Thanks. I'll talk to you again soon.